Right guys, welcome back to UK Highland Photography. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more of street photography, but it's going to be different this time because I'm actually going to be producing miniature effects. Now, it's going to be like a toy town, so what I've done is I've come to Stockport, and the reason why I've come to Stockport is because Stockport is built right at the bottom of a hill, so that means wherever I go in the town, I'll be able to look down from an angle for tilt and shift purposes in order to make a miniature effect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to basically try the train station, then I'm going to move on to the actual town, and then from there we'll just see how the day goes. So let's go and shoot some tiny town. Right guys, so I've just been in the train station and basically very quiet, and again, train stations are a private place, so I just took a few shots. Started to feel uncomfortable, you know, because I've got train staff walking past me, and I just thought, you know, with it being quiet and stuff, just move on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head into Stockport town, and hopefully the shopping centre will be a lot more busier and we'll be able to take some more photographs there. Let's go. So I said I was going to go into Stockport town centre, but instead I actually came into a car park, as you can see, and the reason why is because look at that view there I have overlooking Stockport train station. I've actually got some excellent miniature photographs from this angle of people and of trains and stuff. Actually, have a look at the photographs now coming up on the screen. So there's an example of what I've been able to capture from up here. So right guys, let's go into Stockport town centre and see what else we can photograph there. So here's my elevator lift. No, it's this one. Take your pick. So we're going to ground level.
Doors closing.
Hey up, there's my reflection. Let's see if we can get a photograph. Going to be ISO, it's not going to be that good. It's alright. Right, ground floor, let's go.
Doors opening.
Right guys, so as you can see, Stockport bus station is beneath me, and what I'm doing is I'm working out my composition, because I've got stuff like light stands and CCTV cameras and all this other rubbish that's just, you know, destroying the photographs. So what I've done now is I've basically found my composition of what photograph it is I want to take, and all I've got to do now is to wait for that area to get busy with buses and people, and then I can take the photograph. So I might be here for a while, but at least you know what's going on now. And yeah, we're winning with regards to Tiny Town, and again we're in Stockport Town Centre. So we've done Stockport bus station. We're going to make our way over to basically this side of the road. Once we get there, then we're going to start photographing the shopping centre, so it should be pretty cool. I mean, these photographs here, some of them's coming out very good, and I'm happy because again, this is the start of my Toy Town project. I'll be working on Manchester City But Manchester City is going to be hard because it's just flat. Stockport's okay because it's built at the bottom of hills, whereas Manchester is just flat. So yeah, it's going to be problematic. You know these autofocus points, the little red points that, you know, you decide where you want to focus on. Well, I think on my camera, I think I've got about 13 of these autofocus points. When I was younger, okay, when I was a beginner photographer, I used to get really jealous seeing all these photographers, you know, having all these all these photographers having these autofocus points, okay? And there was me with only 3 autofocus points. However, and this is a however now that I'm a more experienced photographer, I have to say one thing. I actually hate having loads of autofocus points, because the way I work is I like to be in manually control of the autofocus, so I like to shift forward on these actual points. And with my D40, I've only got 3 autofocus points, which means that I only have to move 3 ways and then I can lock it. Once I lock on, it's just lock the exposure. But now on this camera here, right, I don't know, I think it's the D5100 or something, what happens is I'm forever pressing all these autofocus points, and by the time I get to the autofocus point that is I want, the moment is past. You know what I mean? So this is a great example of where too much technology in your camera can actually be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know I can change it to have all these different settings, but again, I don't like to work like that. Anyway guys, photographs don't make themselves, so I'm off onto this side of the town. Let's go. Oh, just let's have a look at what this place looks like. Right guys, so about to go into the shopping area, so I've got to turn the U off because I'm going to be using this camera to take the odd quick photograph, and normally security is going to be shit on me, so see you later. I'll show you the photographs if we get any. So switching off now, catch you in a second. Well, that's pretty cool. I've just had security walk past me, so obviously looks like I'm free to keep taking photographs in a private space. I have to say guys, feeling pretty good today. Again, it's like I said before, security's just leaving me alone. You know, they're allowing me to take photographs. So it looks like security doesn't think that I'm a threat in any way, which is, you know, awesome, because normally, you know what security's like? Normally security is just like, whoa, what's that camera for? But today it's almost as if they're saying like, hey, go ahead, even take a photograph of me. about shooting street photography is that it's so hard to come up with something new. If you can't hear me, don't worry, that's because that airplane behind me is flying over my head. Like, what it is when you shoot street photography, it's very hard to come up with something new. Personally, my portfolio is crammed, packed of telezoom shots of people and of buildings. What it's not packed full of is miniature tilt shift kind of images, which is why I'm out shooting them today to make a start on this project. Again, like I said, when I go to Manchester, I'm going to find it very hard because Manchester is basically a flat city, where Stockport is a town built at the bottom of a hill. So I think the day may be coming to an end soon, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back here over to this car park, and that was the car park I was at before photographing the trains. I have to admit, guys, it's really peaceful up here. It's just got a view of the railway line towards Manchester, and you know, basically if a decent train comes, like a Virgin train, it should be able to get a pretty good shot of it. But again, guys, it's so peaceful up here. An aircraft is coming in to land at the airport. Now, I don't know if you guys know, but Stockport is basically, at Stockport there's a main beacon, and this beacon tells the aircraft that they're in line with Manchester Airport. So that's why Stockport is famous for having aircraft. But yeah, as you can see, this is the top of the car park, and I got some good shots in there, by the way. So let's now go get a cup of coffee, because I need a cup of coffee. I've not had anything to eat today, and I've only had one cup of coffee, so let's go.
Doors closing.
I